perspective. And what does Islam, our religion, say about Prophet Isa alayhi salam's birth? So, starting, we all need to understand, himself he whipped 80 times. The one who drinks alcohol, he is whipped 80 times. The one who does fornication after marriage with another woman, who किसी औरत से ज़िना करे शादी होने के बावजूद, and then his fornication is proven, then fornication is proven by 4 eyewitnesses that they saw penetration. The punishment is what? That you stone to death both of them. दोनों को संसार को लोगों को मार दो खत्म. Now these punishments may seem really hard, but it's सख्त लगती हैं. But what we need to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put that in the Quran. For example, that the male who robs and the female who robs, فَقْطَعُوا أَيْدِيَهُمَا, दोनों के हाथ काट दो. Kurda antum, jaza'an bima kasaba. This is the jaza, in return to what they did. Now, where am I taking this to? That why has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put them? Why do we have hudud, punishment in the Quran, in our deen? Is because to keep us human. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put ahkam in the Quran, hudud, so that we as a human stay a human. And we have a civilized society. हमारा इर्द गिर्द माहौल अच्छा रहे. But those communities where the hudud, the punishments are not implemented, what will happen? You will see that there is HIV and AIDS in those areas. Robbery does not finish. Fornication, zina is on the rise. Then the use of alcohol arises as well. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you implement the Sharia, what happens? All of these sins finish. I'll give you an example. In the 1970s, those who are from our Pakistan, they'll remember General Zia al-Haq. What did he do? He implemented this one Sharia law of whipping. On a whipping in public, this one, I used to have laws. I remember my father telling me that in the hall outside Dada Darbar, they whipped a person 80 times. What happened? Absolutely peace everywhere in the whole community. No sin. People, those who go to Pakistan, they like Pakistan, or in the traffic way, in the but the punishment was so severe that in Pakistan, traffic was at ease. People were making lines at bus stops, which we can't imagine something happening in our subcultural world. But the lining up over here on the bus stop, people were lining up at the bus stop in Pakistan in 1970. Why? Because of one punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala implemented in Sharia publicly. This is linked with the topic today is because we need to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the Quran, Allah has given us Islam, we need to stick to it to gain respect. And today we see our so-called these leaders today, these football leaders, football stars, boxing stars, okay, Muslim, and that they're celebrating Christmas with a Christmas tree. I saw one dude, one Muslim player from Liverpool, I'm not going to mention his name. He's there celebrating Christmas with his family, with the Christmas tree, and all of them wearing the Christmas dress as well. And they're celebrating Christmas. This, from a Sharia perspective, is not allowed, where you take it to this extreme. So now, coming to the birth of Prophet Isa alayhi salam, we need to know that Isa alayhi salam is one of those 3 children who spoke in the cradle. That means that when a child does not speak, when they are just a few hours old or a few months old. Have you ever seen a child at the age of 3 months speaking? 2 months speaking? No. But Isa alayhi salam is one of those blessed children that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the ability to speak. Allah ne Isa alayhi salam ko bolne ki tawfiq ata farmai. At the age of 3 or even a few hours, he was just a few hours old, and Isa alayhi salam spoke. And what he spoke, Isa alayhi salam ne jo guftagoo ki, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it in the Quran. Rabb ne wo sara kalam Isa alayhi salam ko Quran mein shamil farma diya. Surah Maryam, verse number 30 to 33. Isa alayhi salam, when she returned after giving birth to Isa alayhi salam, she comes and the Jews of Palestine, they started swearing and shouting at that's the Mary. Now what happens, when they start shouting at her, she does ishara, she points with her face toward the child. That look at him. And they're saying, how are we going to speak to a child who's in the cradle? Bacha, instead of you want us to speak to a child? Then upon that Isa alayhi salam spoke. Rabb ne guftugu Isa alayhi salam ki bayan farmai. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the kalam, the speech of Isa alayhi salam. He said, Qala inni abdullah. Isa alayhi salam said, I am the servant of Allah. Atani al-kitab. Allah has given me the book, meaning the Bible. وَجَعَلَنِي نَبِيًّا. And Allah has made me a Nabi. وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made me Mubarak, a person of blessedness. أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ, wherever I am. मैं जहाँ भी हूँ, Allah ने मुझे बरकत अता फरमाई. I can be in the sky and I am blessed. I can be on the earth and I am blessed. Then, وَأَوْصَانِي بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ مَا دُمْتُ حَيًّا. Allah has entrusted me with salat and zakat, ma dumtu hayya, until I am alive. This is a ishara that Isa alayhi salam is going to return. Isa alayhi salam, when he returns on the ground, is going to implement the Sharia and he's going to tell people to read salah and give their zakat. Then, وَبَرَّمْ بِوَالِدَتِي. Allah meri maa ko barkat ata farmaye. May Allah make my mother blessed. Quran says, وَلَمْ يَجْعَلْنِي جَبَّارٌ شَكِيًّا. And may Allah not make me hostile. Then he said, وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيَّ يَوْمَ وَلِدْتُ وَيَوْمَ أُبْعَثُ يَوْمَ أَمُوتُ وَيَوْمَ أُبْعَثُ حَيًّا. He said, salam be on the day when I was born, on the day when I am resurrected, and on the day when I am made alive again. This is the kalam, the speech of Isa alayhi salam when he was in the cradle. Now remember, 3 children spoke in the cradle. This hadith is in Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, muttafaqun alayh hadith. That 3 children, when they were at a very, very young age, they spoke. The Prophet ﷺ said, if one of them is Isa ibn Maryam, the other 2 his name is Jurej. Jurej was a child from Bani Israel. He was a teenager, very pious person, reading his salah, giving his zakat, very pious person. His mother says to him, come to me, and he's reading salah. And he's there thinking, shall I return? Shall I answer my mom or not because I'm in salah? She then says to him again, that you, oh Junaid, listen to me. Well, he doesn't reply. Then the 3rd time she calls out, oh Junaid, listen to me. He doesn't reply. Then she gets angry and she says, may Allah make you see the face of a fornicator. This dua was accepted and what happened? Junaid, he went to jail, and what happened? Then there was a court case against him that he fornicated with a woman. Then what happened? The court case, when it started in court, the whole town is against Junaid. That you, a pious person, fornicated with a woman. And another woman in time, when the court case started, the child in the court, bachcha choti umar ka bola ki Allah ne Junaid ko paak karwa diya hai. Allah has made Junaid pure. He has not done any sin. This is the 2nd child. And the 3rd child that spoke in the cradle. He's from Bani Israel. And what happened? His mother was giving milk. And the child was suckling his mother. And what happened? She sees a person on a horse come. And when she sees him, she says, Ya Allah, make my child like this person. And the child speaks, Ya Allah, do not make me like him. Then she sees another person who's being whipped. And she says, Ya Allah, do not make my son like this. And he says, the child speaks, Ya Allah, make me like him. Meaning, the one who's being whipped was a pious person. And the one on the horse was not a pious person. These are the only 3 children who ever spoke in the cradle. Beyond that, no child had ever spoken in the cradle. Now, This is why I mentioned the three people who spoke, and Isa alayhi salam is one of them. Now, the date of birth of Isa alayhi salam. We are told in school, and from a childhood we've heard, Isa alayhi salam is born when? 25th of December. Is that right? It's like this. 25th of December is the birth of Jesus, or Prophet Isa alayhi salam. Now, when did this day come into the Christian religion? The Quba. It came 350 years after Isa alayhi salam had risen to the heavens by a person, his name was Pope Julius. He introduced this 25th of December into the Christian religion. It is not the date of birth of Isa alayhi salam or Jesus is not mentioned in the Bible. There is no date of Prophet Isa alayhi salam's birth in the Bible. Another thing, another text says that Isa alayhi salam, his birth is on September 11, not 9/11. You get 9/11 is the birth of Isa alayhi salam. No, 11th September, Isa alayhi salam, according to the Christians. How did this 25th of December come around? What happened is, the Roman Empire, they worship many idols. Many idols. One of their gods, the Greek gods, his name is Mithra. Mithra, the god of righteousness. His birth, the birth of Mithra, is on the 25th of December. This was then changed to Jesus, Ma'adallah, the Son of God, being born on the 25th of December. And this is how it was made. Isa alayhi salam's birth is on the 25th of December. There is no reference to Isa alayhi salam's birth. Literally no reference anywhere. Isa alayhi salam was born on the 25th of December. But rather what's happened is become more of a Coca-Cola marketing tool. They've got Father Christmas, and Father Christmas comes, right, and somehow a fat person goes through the chimney and comes up the fireplace and is able to give gifts out. I don't know how that works. If how that happens, I don't know. Okay, I think we need to take lessons from Father Christmas for those people trying to lose weight anyway. Okay? So, nothing. Father Christmas in reality, his history was that he was a chore. He was a robber. And then they made him into someone really big. But in reality, he's nothing. And then our children are made to think that he's the most lovely person ever. For our children, we need to teach them that the most lovely person and the person who loves you the most is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There is no other person who loves us more than the Zat of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, there's one thing we can do, and I'm going to end here. Tell the time difference between Isa alayhi salam and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What year is it right now? 2024? 2023. Okay. What is the Islamic year? 1445. 1445 is the year when the Prophet ﷺ migrated to Medina. The Christian year is 2023. That when Isa alayhi salam was ma'azallah crucified. Now, we can do the math from here. 2023 minus 1445 equals, someone really good at math over here? Not 5,578. 578. This is the time difference, the year's time difference between Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Isa alayhi salam. This is the only thing that we know about Isa alayhi salam's era that he was in, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Beyond that, when Isa alayhi salam was born, Allahu alam, only Allah knows. But this Christian 25th of December has got nothing to do with the birth of Isa alayhi salam. Remember that. Teach with your children, nothing to do with Isa alayhi salam. Allah Ta'ala Qabul wa Manzoor Farmaye. I'm not even going to the topic of Merry Christmas, saying that, and attending Christmas parties. I'm not even started that. That's for another time. Allah Ta'ala Qabul wa Manzoor Farmaye. Wa akhadha alhamdulillah rabbil alameen.
أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر لا